Next quote, this guy from Milwaukee. You make as much noise as you can right now for the very funny Zay Aquata.
A lot of white people. I'm playing. That's just a nice little tool I like to do as a black comedian, you know? 'Cause it's a nice little privilege us black comedians get. Because like a white comic can't do that. Imagine if a white comedian came up here, they're like, a lot of black people. Getting our reparations back through comedy. I like it. Guys, I gotta be honest with you, man. I've been screwing up lately. I have been screwing up lately. I'm looking for a new job. I don't like the job I'm at right now. I'm looking for a new one. Went on a couple of job interviews this week. I think I did pretty good. I'm not sure. I just know that the interviewer, the lady, she asked me if I was good at multitasking. I'm like, yes, I'm good at multitasking. She's like, okay, tell me the last time you multitasked. I'm like, I'm multitasking right now. I'm talking to you while making it look like I'm not high. It's not a very easy thing to do, you know. Trying to get my life back on track. On top of a new job, I'm also looking for a new girlfriend. Because I truly believe behind every strong man, there's an even stronger woman, you know. You guys gonna? Hello?
Yeah.
So I couldn't expect me that. Behind every strong man, there's an even stronger woman. I truly believe that. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe that. It's just that women can be kind of difficult, you know. It's like, and fellas, we are just as difficult as women. Men and women were very, very similar. We just do things slightly differently. That's all. Like, for example, I had this one chick a couple weeks ago invite me over to her place in the middle of the night. And on top of that, she lets me spend the night. So I'm thinking I'm about to get laid, right? I'm thinking I'm about to have some sex. Then she's like, just because you're spending the night doesn't mean I'm letting you have sex. So a week later, I invited her to my place. We had sex, and I'm like, just because we had sex doesn't mean I'm letting you spend the night. Men and women, we're very, very similar. We just do things slightly differently. I know I like making fun of white people in my comedy. I don't hate white people, it's just easy. And I'm cool with white people because I grew up with white people. I went to a predominantly white school growing up, and I was like, what, maybe like one of 10 black kids? And most of the parents, they liked us being there. They loved us being there. Some of the parents, they didn't, right? They make up lies about us. They make up lies about me. I even had this one mom, she told my friend's mom, she's like, why do you let your kids hang out with that kid Zay? I heard he sells drugs. I heard he sells weed. I'm like, bitch, weed? I sell coke. Don't you ever cheapen my product like that. What the hell is wrong with you? But it wasn't all bad going to a predominantly white school. Though it's kind of cool going to a predominantly white school. Like, you know, I learned a lot of things. Because I feel like when you go to school with people who are different from you, you see the world differently, you know? So to this day, I think like an entrepreneur, supply and demand. That is the mindset of an entrepreneur. If you can find the demand and create the supply, you can make a lot of money. So going to this predominantly white school, I immediately realized that most of the white boys desperately wanted to use the N-word. So me being the good entrepreneurial mind that I am, I sold them the N-word pass for $10. Sold them the N-word pass for $10, sold 50 passes. I made $500 in nigga pass cash. I was so happy. I was doing my little nigga cash pass dance. Do the nigga pass cash dance. White people say women, do the nigga pass cash dance. No, I'm playing. It was cool though, you know. Made a lot of money, made $500 in nigga pass cash. And I was excited. That is until all the other white boys, they started calling me a nigga. They're like, thanks for the nigga pass, nigga. And like the worst part about all of that is that later that week, the principal called me into his office. He's like, Zay, did I hear you out here selling nigga passes? I was pissed. I'm like, sir, you're white. You cannot say that. I immediately I pulled out my phone. I'm like, I'm about to put you on Twitter just because of that. He's like, well, say, I'm about to pass for one of the niggas you sold the pass to. I mean, the nigga did have a point. Been in Milwaukee for about 2 years now. I like Madison. But I've been in Milwaukee for about 2 years. Milwaukee's cool. It's fine and dandy. It's cool and stuff. But when I first moved to Milwaukee, my dad he wasn't very comfortable about that because he didn't know much about Milwaukee. I'm originally from Chicago. He didn't know much about Milwaukee. The only thing he knew about Milwaukee was Jeffrey Dahmer. And I'm Nigerian, so us Nigerians, we make a big deal out of everything. So I told my dad I'm moving to Milwaukee. He's like, Uzezi, I don't want you to move to Milwaukee. Don't you remember Jeffrey Dahmer? The white man that was eating black boys' asses. Do you want to get your ass eaten? I was like, by Dahmer? No. By Latina? Yes! I love that.
Yes.
Think about going back to college. I'm not exactly sure though, because a lot of people think college is a scam. They think college is a scam. Like you get these big fancy schmancy degrees with all these big names. Like I went to college the first time around and I had a friend who majored in therapeutic exercise. That nigga's a gym teacher now. But I went to college the first time around, people think it's a scam. I went to college the first time around, took out thousands of dollars in student loans. But I don't own anything anymore though, because I got that student loan forgiveness. And not the type of student loan forgiveness that Joe Biden's talking about. It's just that after I graduated, I knew I was never going to pay the loans back, so I forgave myself for it. College was a good time, though. It was fun. I found out a couple of things about myself in college. One of the things is that I like dating white girls because I could cheat on them and use the race card. What do you mean I can't have sex with any other women? Is it because I'm black? But I found out that I like dating white girls. But the thing is about college though, is that I became a very big Malcolm X fan in college. I love Malcolm X in college. I read all of his books. I listened to all of his speeches. I agreed with most of the things Malcolm said. Malcolm's like, black people, we need to build up our own communities. I'm like, yes, Malcolm, we do. He's like, black people, we need to educate our own children. I'm like, yes, Malcolm, we do. He's like, black people, we need to start our own businesses. I'm like, yes, Malcolm, we do. He's like, black men, you should stop sleeping with white women. I'm like, wait a second now, Malcolm. Wait a second. Can we compromise that last part? So after that, I started listening to more Martin Luther King. I really like that one speech where it was like, I have a dream that one day white women and black men will be able to have sex with one another. Remember that speech? I like that one. Something's been weighing on me the last month, man, making me sad. Childhood hero! Jerry Springer passed away a few months ago. Makes me sad. Love Jerry Springer growing up, man. I was actually watching an episode of the Jerry Springer show. And on this one episode, right? They had a woman who had an irrational fear of cotton balls. And they wanted to help her get over the fear, so they put her in a room full of 15 large crates of cotton balls for an entire weekend, and they left her in there. She's terrified. Imagine that. You're trapped in a room with your biggest fear for an entire weekend. I'm watching this episode. I'm thinking to myself, maybe I ought to call Springer and tell him about my fear of hookers and marijuana. That'll be a nice way to get over my fear. Madison, thank you guys so much.
One more time for Zay Aquila.